Hello, everybody. This is Dr. G. Rex Kruhly, and this month of July, the second collective session that is being presented for you is on anger. Now, I feel especially close to this particular issue because I lived for at least 30 years in absolute anger and rage, and it's all gone. I mean, it's actually gone. There are things that can make me angry when it's something that's very wrong, but I do not live in states of anger anymore. But I did all my life since I was started around the age of 6 when I was abandoned emotionally from my family, and then never could understand anything and why everything made me angry, made me frustrated, made me, as I got older, literal rage. And anger is a very destructive thing. It starts, of course, in the subconscious mind and creates the perceptions. Then those perceptions and downloads grow as you experience various things that make you angry, and it adds to the story. That's how that works. And eventually, if you're unlucky like me, you literally live in a state of anger. It's always an undercurrent. Even when you're real happy, there's an undercurrent. Where is the undercurrent? It exists in what we call the inner dialogue. See, we all have an inner dialogue until or unless a person is fully enlightened. Like when you look at Eckhart Tolle does not have an inner dialogue anymore. But until he became fully enlightened, of course, he, like all of us, he have an inner dialogue. Now, my inner dialogue was all anger. And most people go through their entire life and never even know they have an inner dialogue. It's below their consciousness. Once you become conscious of your inner dialogue, that's stage 1. And then stage 2 would be if you're able to actually see it more often. And when you see it, you will have a comment about it, like, "Oh, I shouldn't think like that," or "Oh, I saw that thought, and that's a very bad thought. I don't want to think like that." You'll comment, right? But then you very quickly go back in unconscious, and you're not aware that the inner dialogue is running all the time. So, if the inner dialogue was like mine, it was angry, insulted, revengeful, caustic, negatively judgmental. And then when I would go through the world, when everything's nice, I'm a happy man. But very quickly, if something is contrary to what I want to hear or what I want to see or what I want to experience, there would be anger very fast. And the other thing about my anger was, and you may be experiencing this, there's a lot of carryover. We call carryover. Means, let's say somebody insults you, or you perceive that you were insulted or laughed at, and you get angry, the storyline will continue for hours, days, in my case, months, in the old days, months or even years. Now, what does that do to us? Well, through epigenetics, it destroys your health. Mine was so bad, it gave me severe cataracts, which had to be removed from both of my eyes because I literally became fully functionally blind, and developed breast cancer from the anger. And what else? My back broke in half from anger when I was 27. I was in so much rage. I was trying to leave to move to Japan that year, and my back broke. So anger is destructive. Now, there's nothing wrong with appropriate anger. If you see somebody torturing a dog, it's completely appropriate to become angry. And fully enlightened people, saints, sages, they become angry too, no problem at all. But it's a response, it's not a reaction. When anger is your inner dialogue, and that it's a reaction. So I had like what we call a hair trigger reaction. Something would happen, bam! It was always just there below the surface. Now it's completely gone. How and why? Well, it's in my case, a dual process using a system very similar to depth healing through my old teacher and master was Dr. Habersky, and he was removing my cognitive dissonance, my programming, the imprints that were creating. I have a beautiful cat coming over here to visit me. That all the years and all the associations, he was removing all of the entanglements that were associated with anger about this, anger about that, anger. And then, like I say, in my case, it developed into rage. So what has to happen, it has to be disassembled. The original downloads that created your anger have to be located and disassembled and removed, because those original downloads are the pillars, the foundation that supports any level of anger you have now. With those supporting foundational pillars of anger removed, it's a very easy matter to stop the anger you're experiencing today. So the trick is to go deep into the subconscious strata, find the original downloads, the original imprints, the original traumas that created and support perceptions, beliefs, and reactions or triggers of anger, remove them, and then address today, at the age you are now, in the world you're living now. And this really works. When you start to remove anger, what is the result? Happiness, peace, contentment, joy. Depends on your level and where we're at in the process. But it's very, very good. Anger requires energy. Just like the first session this month of July is fear. Supporting fear takes energy. Supporting anger takes energy. Supporting worry takes energy. So every time you go through these kind of collectives, you will be raising your energy, because you won't be draining it. All those things drain energy. When you're physically hurt, that drains your energy. So the trick with process healing, which is what I'm a king of process healing, because event healing is an illusion. When you're constantly cleaning and renewing your mind and field by attending these kind of processes, life flows, your health flows, and your relationships and everything will be going up. Sometimes go up very fast. Sometimes go up a little bit, slow, slow, slow. It depends. Everything depends. But if you are not actively cleaning and clearing, what happens if you never clean your house? What happens if you never brush your teeth? That'll tell you. It's all the same. Everything is a process. And if you utilize depth healing and remain in process, like say once a month, or you attend the collectives, you're going to be very, very, very happy you did. So I hope that helps. There's a write-up there. Johnny has all kinds of beautiful promotion. Get a hold of me on WhatsApp. Remember, always try to get your privates in along with the collectives. Both are very different and both are very specialized. Okay? Love you all. Look forward to seeing you, and God bless. Bye for now.